his beard. His new look that's making everyone stop and stare. Be the first to see it for yourself. Rise and Live with Roby and Suze starts right now.
Let's Rise and Live with Roby and Suze.
Oh, yes. We got a feisty audience this morning.
Yeah, we got a party on this Friday
Yes,
morning.
we do. Of course, we have our live audience. We have AudioSal, who's here this morning. And we have our bar tended by High Dives Ligia.
Was that right? We've been mispronouncing
Yes,
it.
I know. I've been like, I've been repeating it over and over because I do not want to screw up her name because
we also have double Suzanne's today.
Yes. Okay. So Roby, we made Roby put his head over his double face because we're not going to reveal him quite yet. Are we going to reveal you first before we talk?
We're gonna do the
we
big
are.
reveal.
Okay, here we go. So everyone want to see Roby's new look? I think he should let me reveal his beard from now on. Okay, go for it, Roby.
Not much of a change.
No, but look at this. Look how I dyed his beard and trimmed it. I think it looks so good.
Well, you know, it got to the point where I felt like I was starting to look like a homeless person. To the point where I got a new habit of when I'm stressed, I'm like,
yeah, you play with
falling
your
on my
beard a lot.
And look what happens when I do that. This is when I knew I had to take action and do something drastic.
Oh!
I'm getting splinters from my beard.
That is so good.
thing?
It looks like you have hairy fingers.
It's the weirdest thing. It is real. It's totally weird. And if you know any hairdressers or barbers, they will tell you about hair slivers, and they're extremely painful. But it's my new superpower. Like, don't cross me. I will shoot out like a porcupine. And the beard will start impaling you.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about Roby's beard. So he said, Suzanne, why don't you come and dye and trim my beard? So we called up Roby's.
Said no one ever.
So we called up Roby's barber from Rebels and Razors in West Palm Beach and said, can I do the job instead? Mm-hmm. So here's me trimming and dyeing Roby's beard. Check it out.
All right, so I desperately need to have my beard trimmed up and also dyed. It's a little gray.
And I'm apparently going to do this.
Okay, and you're holding a straight razor, and that's why I am holding Tito's to get me through this.
So can I drink too?
No, just for me.
All right, we're at Rebels and Razors, and this is the owner, Jeff, and he's going to kind of walk me through this.
Guide you through it. More than guide, protect me.
Oh, you're in good hands. You're in good hands. Put your finger right here and.
Oh, the proper way to hold a razor.
Well, now, how are we normally?
You've got to take all this off, Roby.
You've been dying to get me out of this shirt.
You're fine.
Okay, sit down, Roby. I got this. Like a matador. Try that again. Like a matador. Okay, Roby, let's do it.
Just don't make any cuts until he says he's ready.
It looks messy.
That's your job. So
Okay,
you want to
go like this?
Yeah, okay, yeah, gotta do that side.
Okay, I'm gonna do this side. Do you like the noises I'm making?
No. Ow! Just kidding. Oh, careful. I have sensitive skin. Ow! Oh, would you?
Sorry. Why don't you hose him down?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hose him down.
Oh, Jesus!
Baby, are you?
I'm not doing anything.
Oh, there we go.
Right, so Suzanne now has the straight razor, and it's time for a shot if that's gonna happen.
Can I open anything? Who drinks vodka?
All right, liquid courage.
Oh, ow, it's hot.
It's lava.
Right there, yeah. Now bring that up.
Okay, ooh.
Now grab this.
How's that feel, Roby?
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's real good. Oh, God.
Oh. Now what do I do, Jeff?
Are you going to promise to be careful?
Yeah, Roby, I would not cut you. Okay, I think that's all I should do. Like, this is really no, I don't want to hurt the moneymaker. And I thought men didn't have any maintenance, but clearly you guys do. Oh my God, it looks like poop.
See this outer part?
Don't touch the skin.
You want to,
Get in there.
I'm getting in there. Do we leave it on this side and then we do
You
the
got to
other
get
side?
in there though.
What do you guys mean you got to get, I'm in there. Did you get all under here, Jeff?
Yeah.
So just get it wet and take it out, right? Why am I doing this and not you, Suzanne?
What am I supposed to be doing?
I'm taking the dye out.
Oh.
Get in there, dry it
Oh
off.
my God, would you hush with the get in there? Roby, you look so much younger now that I groomed you.
I don't know.
Let's let the people decide.
Oh, this is the most stressful shave ever.
You're welcome. I'm telling you, I'm thinking I did a really good job.
Wait,
All right.
they're clapping because I survived.
Yeah. Well, that's because I didn't use the straight edge razor anymore. I mean, that was no joke. So Jeff Wilson is the owner of Rebels and Razors in West Palm Beach. So Jeff, I have a new appreciation for barbers.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, it's a tough job. Long as you got the client in mind and you know what
And you don't cut them like I did.
Well, you didn't get to, but it might have led to that.
Yeah, you don't want any shaky hands when you're especially doing that.
That's why you had the shot.
That's right. Absolutely.
All right, so let's go to our audience and see. Okay, so because we didn't actually compete, Roby didn't have to do anything other than sit there.
What do you mean? I did everything. I was brave.
So just hold up my face if you think I did a good job and should be hired as a barber.
Don't hold it up if you don't. Okay. She will come over to your house and she will shave your legs, okay?
All right.
We'll do a vote after that.
But now let's go to the expert and to Jeff. So Jeff, would you ever hire me as a barber?
Well, okay, before
he
answers, Jeff's been looking for a barber.
Yeah,
so
there's a big sign in the window that says help wanted.
That's true. They're hard to find, good barbers. But I think with some schooling and, knowledge under your belt and learn how to use the razor properly, we could re-interview.
I.e. he's desperate.
So that's a no. All right, Jeff Wilson, Rebels and Razors, thank you for letting us take over your shop. We appreciate it. Okay, so, it's so funny because Roby's kids are here this morning because they did not have school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so his boys are here this morning. And my son actually had to go to school. He was exhausted, though, because he had a field trip yesterday. And I got to be a chaperone for the field trip. And we went to the Kennedy Space Center. The interesting thing is that, I really thought that I was going to be one of the few chaperones and take a bunch of boys with me. But I only had one other boy in my car. I guess like every parent wanted to go to this Kennedy Space Center trip.
End up having to do it.
So I didn't even have to go. But I will tell you that even though I was like, really, do I have to do this? Once I got there, it was amazing. It's like Disney. The Kennedy Space Center is like Disney, but less crowded and less expensive, and I'm telling you, there is so much to do and see.
Okay, but if you're making the comparison to Disney being less crowded and less expensive, it is the most crowded and most expensive place on Earth. So
Kennedy
everything
Space
is less
Center?
crowded. No, Disney.
Yeah, but it also is like Disney. It keeps the kids entertained. I guess that's my point.
Okay.
And you learn so much. There's so much going on with NASA and the private sector at Kennedy Space Center.
It has been for years, Suzanne.
I know, but I forgot about it until just recently.
Well, my son Kovis, last night he actually just got back from Washington D.C. Went on the
Safety
annual
Patrol.
Safety Patrol trip.
Oh, awesome!
He's a little bit tired. And look at this picture from the White House, from his fifth grade class from Palm Beach Public. It was so funny. His thoughts on the White House. He's like, you know what? It wasn't worth it. There wasn't even a tour guide.
Right.
The president wasn't there. And he said he got to see 7 rooms, but he knew there were more and they weren't letting him see them.
I love it.
And then this last picture here, I got this picture from his teacher and I was dying. I'm like, what?
Starbucks?
You're giving him coffee? And then at night, like, what is happening? Starbucks? Turned out it was hot chocolate, but I did have a freak out moment as a parent.
I know. And I hear you got your first text from him as well.
You know, we're used to talking about, you know, the first tooth that you lose, the first bicycle ride. Well, now in our age, it's the first text. So Kovis sent me his very first text, and look at this. I love it. It's like, hi, this is the phone I got, and this is Kovis. So apparently, like, texting does not come native. Like, you've got to learn how to. There's not even an emoji in there. Kovis, we need to work on that.
Did he get a burner phone?
What's that?
Did he get a burner phone?
It was like a spare phone.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
You know, yeah.
Okay. The other thing that's happening in your life, which is a big event that Roby is helping organize for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Palm Beach County, is this big awards event tonight.
Yes, so tonight at Palm Beach, we're having the Youth of the Year Award, where there are 7 candidates for representing 7 different boys and girls clubs across the county, all of them getting 4-year scholarships already, which is amazing. This is the best program that really demonstrates what the Boys and Girls Clubs really can do to help teens really kind of focus on life after high school and get them on the right path. So with us this morning, I wanted to bring in someone who's an awesome example as to what the Boys and Girls Clubs can do, and with the Youth of the Year, is Cynthia Nonar, and she was Youth of the Year in 2017. Here's her story.
Cynthia Nonar describes herself as a rose that grew from the crack in the concrete. She's an extraordinary young woman raised in Belglade. The Boys and Girls Club gave her the strength to dream big and the know-how to achieve her lofty goals. In 2017, Boys and Girls Clubs of Palm Beach County named her Youth of the Year, awarding her a college scholarship. Today, she's thriving as a successful junior at Howard University in Washington, D.C. Cynthia has not only grown to be a rose from Belglade, she's a budding example as to how determination and guidance can allow a young life to blossom.
All right, let's give it up for Cynthia. And her parents are also here today.
Yeah.
So that is amazing. So Cynthia, so you're in Howard University from Belglade. What has it been like to make that transition?
Okay, in general, making the transition from being a high school student into college was hard, but being from such a small town and transitioning to such a large city, I think made it even harder because where I'm from, everything doesn't move as fast. There's not as many people. There's not as much noise. So just getting used to everything that comes with the city, as well as getting used to the school life balance, because I don't have a job. But the school life balance of being in school and just trying to have a social life.
So what do you want to do after college? Do you have any idea?
That's a great question. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do yet, but I do know that I'm a marketing major right now, and I recently changed from management. So I know that I want to eventually work for a Fortune 500 company, but entrepreneurship is always the end goal.
Yeah.
So how has the Boys and Girls Club really impacted your life and the Youth of the Year scholarship?
Okay, so I have been in the Boys and Girls Club from kindergarten to my senior year in high school. So I was literally there every day after school, and they really just made me to this person that believed in myself, that knew that I could do anything that I wanted to do if I put my mind into it. They shaped me into a person that was determined. They made me a leader, and they just gave me so many skills, like including public speaking skills, to make sure that I would be like ready for life. And the scholarship, like without that scholarship, I would have a balance and I wouldn't be able to go back to school. So getting that scholarship from the Boys and Girls Club was just really a blessing in my life, and it allows me to continue my education.
Well, congratulations. And we're so glad you're doing well. And tonight is the big 2020 Youth of the Year, who will be announced at the event that Cynthia is speaking at. Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you so much.
All right, coming up on Rise and Live with Roby and Suze, Farmhouse AF with Farmer Jay is back with some hacks, and this time she's got a little help from her daughter. These are hacks that even your kids can do.
And it's also, we're going to be featuring our bartender of the week. It is
Ligia.
Ligia.
No, Ligia.
Estrada from High Dive from Rosemary Square. You're watching Rise and Live with Roby and Suze.
Hi, I'm Heather Ruffay, Managing Partner of Atlas Event Rental. Atlas Event Rental is a full-service, high-end event rental company. We've been around for over 35 years. We pretty much could bring anything to your party from beginning to end. Dance floor, stages, linens, china, chairs, flatware, lounge furniture. No party is too small. No party is too big. We're so excited that we just opened our 3rd showroom in the Treasure Coast area. I love people's faces when they walk into any of our showrooms. They know right away that they've come to the right place. Call our new Stewart showroom, 772-208-8100.
Are you responsible for paying your family's entire health insurance bill? Is your premium higher than your mortgage? Call U.S. Health Advisors. Our team of dedicated agents has access to a portfolio of plans to fit your family's needs.
The health insurance marketplace has gotten so confusing. We have just found a way to really guide them through and help them with the right type of plan and coverage for their families.
Call today to learn how you can switch your coverage to a more affordable option. 561-222-9435.
Roby and I started RISE+Live with Roby and Suze because we wanted to highlight our community and local businesses in a fun and authentic way. And our advertisers have gotten amazing feedback. Their web traffic is increasing. They've gotten calls and closed deals based on the ads running on RISE+Live. Businesses that sponsor us aren't just part of our business, they're part of our family, and we want to see them grow. If you or your business want to be part of this groundbreaking show, email us at sponsor@SuzanneBoydProductions.com.
This episode is brought to you by U.S. Health Advisors.
All right, as you all know, I have my offices here at the heart of Delray Gallery, and I walked in the other day, and Dan had a new art installation. What do you call it? Dan, what are you calling this art installation? The coronavirus.
Yeah. You know,
Yes.
it's funny. My boys asked me the other day, they're like, are you scared of the coronavirus? And I'm like, no, with a lime. I love a corona.
Yeah, so Dan took it. So if you'd like to come check out this new art installation at the heart of Delray Gallery, he's open from 9 to 6 every single day. All right. Now it's time for Farmhouse AF with Farmer Jay.
Farmhouse AF with Farmer Jay is brought to you by Nest of Delray.
All right, and Dania and her daughter Reese are here this morning.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Reese off of school today too, right?
Yeah.
Reese is off of school today.
So we have some new hacks that are good for kids. So let's talk about, first of all, getting veggies into their diet.
This is how to avoid the coronavirus. So when I get my greens at the grocery store, I throw them in the freezer the moment I get home. And that way I don't have to put ice in my smoothie because I hate a watered down smoothie. So we fill it up right to the tippy top with greens, a couple of scoops of protein powder of your choice. Sometimes I'll do chia seeds, and then whatever milk you like I'm using.
Like chia pet seeds?
Not chia pet seeds, just chia seeds. They're high in antioxidants. Again, avoid the coronavirus.
And what was this that we poured in?
That's
Almond
just
milk.
Coconut milk.
Coconut.
Oh, coconut almond. Don't you have an almond allergy?
It's fine.
All right. Might make for good TV.
I have a little bit of agina about trying this.
Really? Why?
Well, it's green and just like
Oh, I bet it's going to be
drinking.
delicious.
Why don't we let the kid try it?
Okay.
Let's
Oh,
let
yeah.
the kid
I want to try it too, though. Do I get to try it?
So the greens, like, basically just pulverize. You don't even.
Is this like a
see them
chocolate
at all.
powder? What
that's
is
like
that?
a chocolate powder. Yeah, that's
Okay.
a chocolate protein
I gotta
powder.
tell you, it does not look appealing.
Here, please. Here. Listen, kids are honest.
All right,
to
I'm gonna
a
try
fault,
it.
right? So
Okay.
tell me, do you taste it? And
Oh, it tastes like a chocolate milkshake. Roby, taste it.
Okay, as long as I don't look at it.
Oh wait, actually you can't taste it at all. If you close your
can't
eyes,
taste the
it
greens
makes
at
it
all.
so much better.
It tastes like coconut and chocolate.
And you just got 3
BS.
servings.
I get BS. That does not taste like.
Okay, we need right. Give him the rum.
You know what? Can
Give
we
him the
add
rum.
some rum to it? Because that would be amazing. No, it actually is good. But
All right, so
I'm not
let's-
going to lie and say it tastes like a.
But it beats eating 3 servings of raw spinach on its own.
Yeah,
I guess
that's
so.
true.
Especially for a child.
All right,
next hack.
moving on.
Now these are her hacks. Teen hacks.
Okay,
Teen
go ahead.
takeover.
So moving on to the hanger.
So I always am really messy. I'm not organized at all. So I got a hanger and I'd put all my sunglasses on it because I lose my sunglasses constantly.
So basically these are hair ties.
Yeah.
She's so clever. She put these little, and she loops them through, and then she hangs her little sunglasses on them, and then she has a little hook on the wall, and she puts it on the wall, and bam, her sunglasses are always to be found.
I'm really glad it's not a wire hanger, because that's the one rule in my house. No wire hangers!
Oh, dear. Okay, this is my favorite, though.
If you're older, you get that joke. Yeah,
this is a picture frame that has actually been turned into a dry erase board. And Reese, how did you come up with this idea?
I saw it in my cousin's room, believe it or not, and I found it really cool because I make to-do lists, and it just looks so much better on a frame with a cute piece of paper than it does on a whiteboard in your room.
I really love the message that you drew on this one, the other one.
Oh,
no.
What's the other one? This
No,
one?
the other.
Oh, I can't see it.
Why are we trying to keep it out of frame?
Oh, Eric. Oh, dear. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, so it's basically a dry erase board. Yeah. See how that works?
Get your decorative paper at Michael's and change it out seasonally. So this is like a little summer bucket list, and you could just like do a little check mark or run a line through it. But it's just a fun little way to decorate the room and have a functional piece of art.
These are great hacks. Farmhouse AF and her daughter Reese, thank you so much for coming in this morning. We appreciate it. All right, coming up on Rise and Live with Roby and Suze, the People of Palm Beach podcast. My next guest, we're going to introduce her to you, Leslie Nafouzi, and she has an amazing story. We're going to have her story coming up.
And also, we're going to jump off the high dive. Have you heard of the new restaurant at Rosemary Square, formerly City Place? They are here with a drink that everyone is raving about. We're going to try it coming up next on Rise and Live with Roby and Suze.
Are you responsible for paying your family's entire health insurance bill? Is your premium higher than your mortgage? Call U.S. Health Advisors. Our team of dedicated agents has access to a portfolio of plans to fit your family's needs.
The health insurance marketplace has gotten so confusing. We have just found a way to really guide them through and help them with the right type of plan and coverage for their families.
Call today to learn how you can switch your coverage to a more affordable option. 561-222-9435.
The Rise and Live show is filmed in this amazing 14,000 square foot art gallery located in Delray Beach. There are more than 80 artists here, including 20 working studios where you can actually see the artists creating. Visit the Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Arts District at 1440 North Federal Highway. It's also a great venue to have events such as weddings, birthdays, and corporate events. Come and see what the Heart of Delray Gallery is all about. You won't be disappointed.
Hi, I'm Heather Ruffay, Managing Partner of Atlas Event Rental. What sets Atlas apart from other rental companies, I always say, is our service and quality. My motto is we never say no. If you have a party and there's a certain linen and your party's in 2 days and we ran out of fabric, if I could get it shipped in, I will get it shipped in. We check the weather. If we see it's going to rain and you're using an outdoor dance floor, we're going to call you ahead of time. We go above and beyond. We love being a part of all of your events, so come party with Atlas. Call our new Stewart showroom, 772-208-8100.
This episode is brought to you by U.S. Health Advisors.
Right, as always, thank you to our resident DJ, AudioSal, for keeping the party going on this Friday morning.
It's so much fun to see when AudioSal pumps up the tunes.
Yeah.
And
everyone's
how
like,
the atmosphere completely
it changes. It absolutely does.
Kind of smashed you.
All right, and joining us now is my latest People of Palm Beach podcast guest. Her name is Leslie Nafouzi, and Leslie has an amazing story that she's actually just now talking about, right? So this happened 12 years ago. You were a violent crime survivor, and you're just now writing a book and talking about this.
I am, yes. About 12 years ago, I owned a retail store, and I was attacked in that store. And so I'm writing about that experience and also writing about how it dealt with coming through it, the anxiety that followed, and maybe trying to help people do things differently than I did. Get the help that they need sooner and take the steps to help themselves.
And recognize that is something you need to deal with.
Yeah. And Leslie's story is amazing. She's now a commercial spokesperson. She does a lot of commercial work. She's on QVC for a lot of different brands. So she has an amazing story. So go listen to the People of Palm Beach podcast, which is now out. Thank you, Leslie.
Wow. I'm looking forward to that one.
I know. Yeah, go listen. It's on iTunes. All right. Thank you, Leslie. We're going to have you step out.
Be careful. Yes.
Okay. Well, now from People of Palm Beach podcast to people, we should do like bartenders of Palm Beach, which you are a bartender of Palm Beach, right? Okay. So Roby, how do you say her name?
We have a Ligia.
No.
Ligia. Ligia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ligia.
Ligia.
Everybody together.
Ligia is
Ligia.
from High Dive, which is a fairly new restaurant and bar in Rosemary Square, which is the old city place. What are you making for us today?
Today we are making a coral storm. It's going to be made with our black coral rum. Black coral rum with...
Which I love that black coral rum.
I know. It's so good.
Very,
it's from
very,
Steel
very
Tie
tasty.
Spirits. It's
It is.
really good. Yeah.
Other brands as well. We have the spice rum and the white rum, but today we are using the black coral. And involved in this cocktail is also going to be some North American ginger liqueur.
Ooh.
We are also going to have some fresh lime juice and pimento bitters and some maple syrup, believe it or not.
So as you're mixing that, the...
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
I like this. This looks so good. So tell us a little bit about High Dive.
High Dive is going to be a fresh seafood restaurant. We also have a raw bar. You can sit on a patio. It's inspired by ports around the world, and our executive chef has been inspired by his travels throughout the U.S.
Come on, I'm thirsty.
You know, you ask questions, you get answers, and it's still just not good enough.
He's very impatient.
You've been open for about a month now, and you say business is really good.
Business is very good. You should come in and join us. It's really nice. You have plenty of options.
Awesome.
This is also one
Oh,
of
this
All
looks
right.
delicious. Yeah,
Cheers.
Dan said this drink was dangerous.
Oh, that is so
Oh, that is
That is
really
so
good.
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 Ligia, thank you. Steel Tie
pleasure. Thank you very
Spirits,
much.
thank you as always. Thank you to our live audience. And don't forget, next week we have a special show. We are going on location. We will be at the Atlas Event Rental Showroom in Stuart. So please, please, please go sign up for our live audience. You can come join us next Friday on March 6th at the Atlas Event Rental Showroom in Stuart. If you're on the Treasure Coast, you have no excuse not to come join us for our live show.
The best way to see us will be next week if you live on the Treasure Coast.
Yeah. Thank you to our live audience. Thank you to our bar. Thank you to Farmhouse AF. And thank you all for watching. Have a great Friday and a great weekend.
Have a great weekend, everyone.